Morning routines. The same sequence, the same motions. Most of the times without even thinking about it. Dragging myself across the house like a zombie in Resident Evil. You know, those old slow walking kind. Mornings are like the loading screens before the real game begins though. The mental loading screen. Where my brain cycles through everything the day has ahead. Meetings, deadlines, conversations I really don't want to have. Some mornings feel like a boss fight I'm completely underleveled for. Those are the mornings I remind myself there's others out there counting on me showing up that day. Think of what my old football coach used to tell me. The days you really don't want to show up, but do anyways. Those are the days where real growth happens. So that's what I tell myself each morning. Give thanks. Another chance to wake up. Another chance to grow. Not just for myself, for my kids. Small moments like this. Simple action. Something that the boys should do for themselves honestly. But to me, it's more than just brushing their hair. It's my way of making sure that they walk out into the world with confidence, knowing that they're cared for. It reminds me of my responsibility of being a father. That the motivation to drive myself forward every day goes way beyond just me and my own needs. Get ready to head out for the day. I remind them of their potential, their strength, like a pre-match prep talk before they step out to their own daily battles. After grabbing a couple of details I need, it's time for us to hit the road. We drive the same route every morning, as my oldest listens to songs from either Sonic or Beat Saber. I give them the same saying before they jump out the car for school. Try your best and ask for help when you need it. Once they're off, it's just me and my youngest. The one who sees the world differently. It makes me see it differently too. He's on the spectrum, and that reality carries its own weight. Constant undercurrent of wondering, are we doing enough? Are we setting him up for the future he deserves? That's why we drive the extra miles, because this isn't a solo game. Never was. Work is its own kind of battlefield. Some days, it's a smooth quest line. Other days, it's a boss fight with no health potions in sight. Higher education can be a paradox. A space designed to build futures, yet often filled with its own bureaucracy, stress, and unseen challenges. I've learned the hard way that my job doesn't define me. The impact I leave behind does. Students I help, the connections I make, that's the XP that really matters. So as I sit at my desk, clack away at my keys, assisting student after student, attending one meeting after another, I remind myself the bigger purpose this all serves. With that, I find comfort amongst the chaos, and a fuel that drives me to push my content to new heights. I know that eventually, my ideas and efforts will impact and reach farther than any campus I can work at or collaborate with. Once the day is done and my kids are asleep, I become the gaming advisor. The transition is instant, like swapping armor sets before a boss fight. Lately, Mondays have all been about polishing my Respawn Recruit Challenge videos, pushing my limits as a creator. Tuesday, we actually got some great news that we made the top 75. So we did a stream to celebrate. It always takes a little time to set up. I really need to create shortcuts in my stream deck already. We kicked off the stream with an update on everything we've been working on and a little behind the scenes look at the creative grind.
And then ultimately, like, this all is coordinated through Canva so far. Like, if it's a smaller video, I'm just Canva's so much more familiar, but it gets a little janky with it sometimes, and so I really need to just grow up and use Adobe Premiere.
Then we started a new segment where we take college and career questions from this always interesting corner of the internet.
Questions. So hopefully he's watching, because I don't have time to type all of that. Okay, roast my resume, if you may. Apply for 300 plus places, 0 responses. Okay, thank God they took that.
That segment was a lot of fun, so we're definitely going to be doing that on a regular basis every stream. After that, we started playing City Game Studio. I've been trying to hit up games that simulate jobs in real life. So City Game Studio, you're trying to be a game developer.
Game is released. Action Dragons is huge. Perfectly dialed machine, an awesome experience. The ultimate game.
Midweek is all about the back-end grind. Editing, networking, making connections. Made a bunch of bulk content for TikTok Wednesday night. I even pulled some clips from the stream the night before. Made sure to prep those as future content across TikTok as well. After that, jumped into Discord, jumped to some Twitch chats from the homies, and just networked the rest of the night, honestly. In between that was going into my content calendar and researching the topic for the next blog that I was about to write. After that, rewarded myself with some well-earned gaming XP before it was sleep, which often gets delayed because of this part of the process, honestly. Which is exactly why I try to schedule at least one night of rest where the desk is quiet, it's dark, it's dim, not much to do. Well, definitely much to do. It's just forcing myself to not do it that one night. Otherwise, I'd get no sleep. But definitely needed to push myself on Friday night because I had a big project due that I was super excited about. Wanted to get the details out. So working on that and getting that to my homies over in Limitless. This week's challenge was all about putting yourself in your own comfort zone. So that's exactly what I did Saturday morning. Chilling out to nostalgic TV and video games. Chilling out with the chat. Definitely going to be bringing this back at least once a month. A lot of games to pick up. A lot of TV to scroll through. The weekend was also a very chill time for family. Boys hanging out with their cousin for the weekend, playing video games. Definitely preoccupied the whole time, having a great time. So as they were busy gaming on their own, I was trying out this new game, Frack Punk, which is kind of like a combo of Valorant and Apex Legends. Definitely love the movement, the different lancers that you got, and I really like this duel mode instead of just the sudden deathmatch at a tie game and tiebreaker. Definitely be hitting this up more. Looking back on the week, it was a solid week of gaming, content, streaming, family. But one thing stood out to me. I spent a lot of time at this desk, creating, networking, building my future. But this recap made me realize I need to step away more. Spring break is just starting as I'm posting this video, so expect some more in real life content soon. Until then, stay productive, gamers.